Well, I am still alive, just. I thought I'd let you know a little update video about what's been going on with me and why I haven't been able to make videos recently. Basically, as you know, I've got this ganglion cyst on my foot, which is causing some complications with the nerve underneath it. I will note now, people don't seem to understand what a ganglion cyst is. It's not an infected cyst. It's basically a build-up of the fluid from what should be between your joints, and it's compressing on the nerve in my foot. I'll show you. It doesn't look like much, but trust me, it's causing me a lot of fucking shit. That lump there, I hope you can see it, is compressing on the nerve, and it's basically made this toe numb, and the side of this toe's now gone numb. And when I called the doctors, because I was told, if you get any more numbness develop, please give us a call. I rang them this morning and told them. They were like, get down here today, we want to have a look at that. And I'm like, okay, there's a possibility they might drain it, which can cause complications when they do the surgery to actually remove it, because the problem is when you drain them, they can just refill straight again. So, joy, whatever. And as you can hear, I've also got a virus. I think this is the fourth one this year. It's fucking doing my head in this. And I was actually in bed for 3 days with that because it kicked my ass. So I'm not in great shape at the moment. But while I'm out of action, I thought it was a good time to, sort some bits and pieces out on the bike. And as you can see, I have what I've been after for a very long time, the D.E.P downpipe. Now, I'll explain. The reason it's been a long time in getting this is because when they brought the first one out, they realised there was a problem with clearance with the airbox, and they brought another one out which also had the same issue, and they've now brought the third one out that fixes the problem. Unfortunately, it would appear that I have been sent the number 2 version, or even number 1, because it is touching my airbox. So I can't run it because it will melt my airbox. Now, I did actually fit this yesterday. At the moment, this is just loose because I was trying to go through all my options of what I could do, as I'll explain in a minute. But I don't actually like the sound at all. It's nice and smooth. When it rides really nice and smooth, and it sounds okay, but it killed the brap. And as you know, this bike's got quite a good little brap, and I like that noise so people can hear me coming. And also when I'm going through traffic, you just have to do a little blip on the throttle and you get a nice little, and it attracts people's attention to you. So, as gorgeous as the thing looks, and I think it looks lovely, I can't keep it, because I'm afraid I'm going to have to go function over form here. So what I thought instead, because this is the standard exhaust that came off, and this is where I'm replacing it, because this is a year old, and it has rusted quite badly. There's plenty of metal left on it, and I've always said the standard exhausts do rust. They just do. And as the bike's in good nick, that really lets it down, that big rusty pipe on the side of it. So I was like, I want to replace that. That's why I got the D.E.P. This isn't going to be an option now. So I was like, okay, what I'll do instead is I'll use this one. Now, this was all black and crappy because this is Betty's old stainless exhaust. And I was like, I'll use this on it instead. So I spent, as I say, 2.5 hours buffing, polishing, grinding, everything to get it back to looking relatively okay. And it doesn't fucking fit with that end can, because the end can it's supposed to go with is that one. So this morning I was stuck in a bit of a quandary. It was like, well, what the hell do I do? Do I keep the D.E.P, get the revised, the one that's actually got the clearance, and lose the brap? And I don't really want to do that. Or do I go back to using the standard, rusty ones? And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that either. So I gave Sinnis a call this morning, and Ben, their parts guy, who's a very helpful chap, informed me they make a stainless steel version of this. So it'll look like that, but be that shape. So that is what's going to be on it in future, which means it won't rust, it'll look nice and shiny, and it won't lose the brap. Now, what else is there? Obviously, the rear tyre, people have noticed in my quadcopter video when I lost it, there was a band of dust around the tyre that made it look a lot worse than it actually is. There is just about 1 millimetre, or just under, so it's not technically legal, on the centre line of that tyre. So it's not as bad as it looked, trust me. It's not like it's frigging bald. And there's still plenty of grip in the sidewalls, but obviously the law is 1 millimetre on the centre line, and 3/4 of the width. So I have a new one coming. Got one. That was quick. I considered all sorts of different options about what I could do with this, whether I was going to, whether I was going to go for some Michelins and some Pirellis or something like that, and I decided that because I'm having to buy other bits and pieces at the moment, And I do like these tyres, because when I go green laning, they have got a bit of extra grip, because there is like an intermediate. And the last one stood up to 7,000 kilometres, 8,000 kilometres, so, you know, it's pretty good, considering what grief I give them. I've gone with another one of those, as it will match the front and I don't have to replace the front. I will be replacing the sprockets, because they're getting a little bit old. I'm not going to be changing the chain, and I know people are now saying, you should change the chain whenever you change the sprockets, because if you use a used chain on a sprocket, you're going to reduce the life of the sprocket. Yes, I know. However, this D.I.D. chain is so strong and in such good nick, I'm not worried about it, besides the fact that these are cheap. They are cheaper than that chain is, as I understand it, so I'm just going to whack those on and just go with it until something gives. I reckon it's going to go for a lot longer. So basically, yeah, that's what's been going on with me. That's what's going on with the bike. As I say, this D.E.P exhaust, this downpipe, it's very nice, but I want to keep my brap. What's a supermoto without a brap? But then if you want a quieter bike that isn't so antisocial, it's a great option. Oh yeah, I forgot, I've got video, because I was doing a video yesterday and everything went wrong, and I was like, fuck this. This is what that exhaust sounds like. As I say, it's smooth, bike runs nice with it and everything, but no, not for me. And that just is the ender on it, because I can't keep this particular one anyway. But it is a bit of a shame, because I do like the way that it looks. But there we go. So that's what's going on with me. Going to the doctor this afternoon, see what's going on with my foot. Tyres getting changed on Monday. So, all being well, I'll have a normal vloggy type video Wednesday. But in the meantime, I am going to do the 1 year on video that people want me to do for this bike, and I honestly don't want to do it, because I get so much hate and shit from people whenever I mention a good word about a Chinese bike, and I get a little bit sick and tired of it. And I'm not working for Sinnis, I don't get paid by Sinnis to do anything, but some people seem to think I'm their tech support, and I do try and help people out as much as I can, but I get so many questions about this bike that are all the same, that basically I can't reply to them all. It's just not possible. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Apologies for the break in transmission, but these things happen, and we have to get this foot sorted out. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. No silencer. They stand there like fucking gimps, not knowing what they're doing. I don't understand. I scan it, and I'm trying to scan something else, and it won't let me. And my club's come undone again, fuck's sake. And it's because they're holding the other item. They've not put it on the scale. It's just...